Just because you work from home, do not let work consume every last thought that you have while at home. Your home is still your sanctuary. It's your peace. Hello, beautiful people around the world. Thank you so much for joining a Real Chick video. It's your favorite designer, Susan from Detroit. If you don't know about me, go over to Instagram and ask about me. All information in the description. Box below, as well as my custom order form to book your baby for all your custom apparel needs. Now, without further ado, let's quit all this yip and get into the video. And if you think to yourself, oh, I can't trust nobody with a bonnet on trying to tell me something about shut up, sit down, and let me learn that ass something. Let me learn you something. In this video, I'm about to be telling y'all 4 steps to make your work from home life easier. Okay, so I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business, but I work from home. Even though this is kind of like entrepreneur focus, because it's like you have your deadlines and you make your own schedule and stuff like that, this can absolutely be used if you work just a regular work from home job for like a company. So let's get into it. Step 1. Organization is everything. If you are not organized, you are doomed to fail. You're not going to know what you have to complete, when you have to complete it, and you're going to find yourself being backed up with shit that you don't even know you have to do because you ain't got no organization, okay? So you should have a monthly planner and you should have a weekly planner, okay? Let's get into it. The monthly planner, you put everything that you have to finish on the monthly planner, everything, no matter how big or how small. And then that's when you're going to grab your weekly planner, and for every week, at the beginning of every week, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, wherever the beginning of your week is, you're going to write down all like the small steps you have to do in order to complete your major goals that you just wrote down in your month's planners. For example, if I have a prom dress due, a birthday dress due, and like a custom pair of pants due, I'm going to write that in my monthly planner, and then in my weekly planner for the first week of like May. And you're going to write down like source prom fabric, make pattern for birthday dress, write stencils for the pants, or however it is you like to do it. The purpose of the monthly and weekly calendar is so on the monthly calendar, you're just seeing everything that you have to do, just so you're not forgetting anything. And then the weekly calendar is when you're writing down actionable goals that we need to complete in order to finish the big product. Okay? Next step. Even though you work from home, it is still crucial for you to build a schedule for yourself. This will reduce burnout and increase your work-life balance, okay? You got to figure out how many days a week you want to work and how long you want to work for, and then you need to stick to that, okay? So if you say you're going to work for 4 hours, work that ass for 4 hours and then clock out, go do something else. Do not find yourself in a predicament where you have no schedule, so you're not working every day. You're working like every other day, every 3 days. That's not how we grind. That's not how you get to that bag. It's not. No. Also, don't find yourself in a predicament where you're going to say, okay, I'm going to only work for 4 hours, and then every day you pull in 8, 9 hours. You're going to find yourself getting burnt out. Okay, just set a reasonable schedule that works for you and then follow through on it. Because one thing about it, more time working does not mean more productivity. All I need is 4 hours. Give me 4 hours and I can get some shit done. More than I can get done if you give me 24 hours. Because if you give me 24 hours, I'm going to spend at least 6 of them twiddling my toes and sucking my fingers. Also, what you need to do is you need to realize that you are not a regular job. That's a good thing. Your schedule can be whatever works best for you. If you want to do 4 hours from 12 to 4 one day, then the next day you like, okay, I got something to do, let me do 9 to 12, stuff like that. Just use your full availability and your full open schedule to your advantage. Think outside the box and do what works best for you. When we talk about the work-life balance, if you have kids, like I have a son, it has to be a work-life balance there, because we not finna do that always at work, always out the country, not taking care of your kids' BS. I don't tolerate that. Set that time aside for your kids. Set that time aside for your family. Set that time aside for yourself. Set that time aside for work. And while we sit here, we talking about a schedule, let's talk about what your work day should look like, at least in the beginning and the end. In the beginning, you need to have an opening routine. And in the end, you need to have a closing routine. The same way a job do. Every job you've ever had has had an opening routine, a closing routine, an opening shift, closing shift, whatever the case. You need to have that, okay? So for me, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to open my blinds. I'm going to light a candle.
I'm going to look at my weekly planner and figure out what I'm doing today.
And then for my closing shift, I'm going to clean up. I'm going to wipe my table down. I'm going to fold it up. I'm going to sweep the floor. I'm going to close my blinds. This is just little stuff that you do where it's like, okay, I'm opening up shop for today. My mind is open, I'm working, and then I'm closing up shop for the day. My mind is closed, I'm working, I'm not doing that no more. I'm clocked in with my family, I'm clocked in with myself, I'm clocked in on whatever else I have to do, y'all. Just because you work from home, do not let work consume every last thought that you have while at home. Your home is still your sanctuary, it's your peace, it's your place where you wind and relax down. That's why you need to get some type of something. A studio, a room, a corner. It don't matter. It don't got to be big. It don't got to be lavish. But it needs to be somewhere where you go to work and it's like, okay, I step in this room. I do my opening routine. I do what I got to do. I close this room down. I step out this bitch and I'm done. The same way when you clock out a job, you don't think about it no more. Done. Okay. Next step. The next step is a clean space, y'all. A clean space is so important. I'm pretty sure most people probably know this. Okay, a clean space leads to a clean mind. A cluttery space is a cluttery mind. Keep your space clean. I'm a fashion designer and seamstress, and when I'm working to do get cluttery and crazy in this mud, and sometimes that'd be cool. That'd be how I incubate and really get my creativity on. But when it be like that for too long, especially when it's like that so I was working on a red dress and now I'm finna work on a white dress and it's still a mess from the red dress. No. I don't know what your business is, but I'm pretty sure you have different projects. In between your projects, you need to be cleaning up your space to clean your mind and just prepare yourself for your next product. You don't want anything from your project. Why do I keep saying product? And that's what I say. It's easiest to keep a clean space when you just clean it at the end of each work shift. Cleaning should be part of your closing routine if it's not your whole closing routine. Next and final step. Take time for you before you take time for work, okay? I don't never want to see you just rolling out of bed. You ain't brushed your teeth. You ain't washed your ass. You ain't did nothing. You just coming in here and you just gonna work. You ain't drink no water. You ain't did nothing. I don't never want to see that. You better do something. I'm talking about if you just brush your teeth, you just splash a little bit of water on your face. Do something. Take care of you before you take care of work. You will find that your productivity is better. I know when we work from home, it's just like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. Then when I wake up, I'm straight into it. I'm doing it. I'm grinding. No. Take a pause. Take a beat. Make some breakfast. Eat some cereal. I promise you, your work is going to come out 10 times better when you're taken care of, your body is nourished, and your mind is straight. And why fuck up your own morning? You're blessed enough to be put in the position where you can make your own schedule and you can work from home. So why not, regardless of when you wake up, regardless of when you got to tap in and work, just take some time for yourself, meditate, pray, do whatever you got to do to make your day a good day, then go to work. Because you're blessed enough to be able to do that. Editing Shay here. I just want to give y'all one little extra little tip, a little bonus tip, if you will. And this one is mainly for my entrepreneurs. Write everything down. Okay, if you got like a little brain blast moment in your head, write it down. Whether it's in a notebook or whether it's in your notes on your iPhone or Android. I don't know. But just write it down. Do not just have it on your head and just be like, okay, I'm going to remember that for later. Let me remember that for later. No. Just write it down, and then during your morning routine, go back, look at your notes, look at whatever ideas you had. And it just helps you clear your mind. That is the end of my video, y'all. Thank you so much for joining and making it this far. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you heard my son screaming throughout the video and you stayed this far, I with you the most. I mess with you the most. Mess with you the long ways, for real. Story times, business content, story content, all right here. I'm really your one-stop shop for everything. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I'm on the road to 100. Give me to 100, please. And also, if you're not subscribed, you're lame. That's a shame. You can't hang with us. So it's like, I think you should subscribe. I don't know. Peace. I actually do know. Subscribe, bitch.